Dr. Keene?
Here.
Mr. Walsh? Here. Dr. Skinkis, present.
I want to start off by making a few comments so we can kind of set the stage for what the purpose of our committee is and the purpose of this particular meeting. First of all, the board appointed John and I, Dr. Keene and I, to be the co-chairman of this committee, and Dr. Skinkis to be our other member, as under our policy 2150 that provides for the board to appoint committees. And I also want one of the purposes, the two main purposes of having the meetings are for us to inform the public and all of our constituents in the community of our plans that relate to facility issues, and it's also to gather information and feedback so that we can assure that we've considered people's opinions. The committee is formed subject to the Open Meetings Act, which again provides additional benefit. We have notice, it's open to the public. It also allows other board members to be present. Otherwise, only two of us could be here, and I want to recognize that our board president, Matt Cindy, has come to sit in, and I think it's possible one or two other members might come. I also want to recognize that Joel Hatchie is here. He is our manager for Aramark that does all the, maintains our building. So he's Kevin's kind of right hand as far, can you not hear me, Mike?
No, maybe if you talk louder or turn on the mic or something crazy.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, Mike?
The mic's for the video.
Oh, it's for the video?
Right.
I thought the mic was, it apparently is for the video and not for the room. So I'll just talk louder, okay?
The vacuum should hopefully stop soon. We had a roof drain clog up in the hallway. So we had some water we're sucking up.
So again, and the third thing that people need to know is committees have no authority to make decisions on behalf of the board. We can make recommendations, but we can't make take any final action. So whatever we gather here, it's for the purpose of bringing it back to the full 7-member board, and the board as a whole will make any decisions that are necessary with respect to the facilities. The other thing that I'd like to say is if you have cell phones or other kinds of equipment, could you please turn them down? You can see vacuums are even distracted, so we don't want people to be distracted. And the last thing is, we know that people have a lot of different viewpoints, and we just ask that people respect other people's opinions, whether that you like them or whether you don't like them, and whether you agree or don't agree. You know, we don't want cheering and chanting or booing or any kind of positive or negative. With that, hopefully people had a chance. There was a sign-in sheet in the back. We'd appreciate if people would sign in. And there is an agenda back there, so if you have a chance, you can grab it, or it's going to be up on the screen too, right, Mike? The agenda. So we'll follow the agenda, and again, for people who haven't been at meetings before, we are going to give 2 times during the meeting when we'll be open for visitor statements. But to start with, number 2 on our agenda is reviewing the capital improvements life safety documents. You're going to put something up there?
Mm-hmm.
So one thing, the administration and Dr. Skinkis has been taking the role. We have put documents out on the website for people to view, and I don't know if you want to show them where the link is, but I think
This is the link.
Okay. And as we gather more information, we'll also put it on the website. So some answers to questions, some information are available on the website. But the kind of key document that we're using as we deliberate and consider what needs to be done with our facilities is this facility assessment of the high school that was done last year by DLA, who's our district architect. And we asked them to look at 2 aspects of our facilities. One is what's called life safety review, and the other is just a review of the condition of our facilities to see if there was any improvements that needed to be made, any construction or O&M operation maintenance type activity that need to be done. So people need to understand a couple things about it. It's made at a point in time. It's what we kind of the architect refers to as a living document. We use it as our base. It will change over time as we make improvements or, find other issues with the assessment. And as far as a life safety study goes, it's actually required that every school district do a life safety evaluation of their facilities at least once every 10 years. So that was the impetus and the starting point that got us thinking about more specifically what needed to be done. And for people who have been involved, they've heard this, but I think it's worth repeating over and over again. We hear comments, we did this big construction 6 or 7 years ago. The community spent $63 million. But I analogize it to our own homes, in particular for those who are homeowners. Everything that was fixed is in good shape. Everything that wasn't worked on is 6 or 7 years older. And so basically what wasn't improved at the time, we have issues with the condition of it, and that's a lot of what we're looking at. But also with the life safety, we're looking at other aspects like can we do something different with the drainage or flooding or the roofs so we don't have to vacuum out at our meetings, or when we get bad rains, we don't get flooding and water in the basement. So we're trying to look at it, I guess, holistically about what is best for the community and for the school, mostly for the school. The other thing is, can we bring up the schedule?
Just tell me what we went on to the summary.
Yeah, this one. Do you have this one handy?
I do.
Okay. Just bring that one